guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my skincare routine for nighttime after a long day of work, school, or just play. So I'm going to start off with what I actually remove my makeup with, and that could be three of the things that I use in combination together or by itself. So I might start off with my micellar water, which is something I absolutely love. This one is by Garnier, and this is their micellar water for oily and combination skin. I'm sorry that it's not picking up on camera. Next, I might use a oil butter or cleansing butter, because this one is something that I like to use a lot. It gets really into the makeup, it breaks it down on a oil based level, and this one is from the Body Shop, Clear Chamomile scent. Another thing I might use, and this is the line that I recently started to use and I'm actually liking it a lot, is the Clean and Clear cleansing wipes. And basically what they do is that they remove the dirt, oil, makeup, anything that I'm really trying to get rid of. As you can see, I wear a full face of makeup and I like my coverage to be heavy. I do not like medium to light coverage makeup. Following my makeup removal, so if I use these in combinations with each other, it would be either I use this first to break it down, and then I might use this to wipe it off, or if not, I'll just use water to wash off the bottom, because it does become like this milky kind of creamy texture once you wet it with water and lather it up a little bit. Following that, I go into my cleansing, and my cleansing is something that I usually do a double cleanse is what it's called. So I'll use a oil-based product to remove some of the oil, and I'll wash with a cleanser. And what I'm using right now is from the same line. It's the Clean and Clear, and this, sorry, that's the wrong one. They look so similar that I get them confused sometimes. But it's the Clean and Clear, and this is their gel cleanser, and also this one works really well in terms of like my skin. I recently started using it, but I got recommended by a friend to try this out, and she is actually really happy with the results. I've been seeing some results in my skin, and it's been about I would say a week, and when it comes to my some of my breakouts, they're really getting in there. Because this is lemon, it gives you a brighter look, which is a plus for me. If I'm not feeling to use this one, if I'm not feeling to use something that's so strong, I might go in with my Cetaphil, and this is their gentle skin cleanser, and this is something I actually have been using the longest. I've had the bigger bottles, and this is just one of the smaller ones that I have, and this one's nearly done. It's at the bottom. I have to replace this one because it's not always I like to use a stronger cleanser, so that my skin can feel a little bit sensitive and irritated, that I really just prefer to do something very minimal. From my cleansing, or while I'm cleansing, I will use my Vanity Fair kit, and this is their handheld face massage, or I really don't know what it's called actually. I just use it to help with removing my washing my face and helping to get a very exfoliated feel to my skin. So there's 3 different heads, and I absolutely love them. It goes from a gel-like to a medium, a soft bristle, to a very tougher bristle. So here's all 3. As you can see, they're very different in terms of texture, feel, and task. And then this is the harder one. I absolutely love using my Vanity Planet face wash brush. It helps when instead of me massaging, I feel like it gets a little bit more into my skin. It gives it a little massage that my face might not get from just my fingertips or my palms. This gives it a nice circular motion, but it also, when you're putting it back and forth, when you're holding it, gliding it yourself, it gives it that feel that it penetrates deeper into the skin. Following my cleanse, I might go straight into my toner, which is also in the line from here, and this is their juice toner, and this is basically lemon juice with a few other things which will help get into your skin and give you that nice glowing look. If I don't use a toner, I might use their exfoliating slices, and basically this is so cute. It comes in the shape of a little lemon. I haven't taken off the top because I like the freshness, but if you can see, it comes in the shape of a little lemon. I think that is darling, and it actually smells like lemon juice also. So I'll have to say, if your skin is ultra sensitive, to be very skeptical of this product, because it tends to run a little bit acidic, and if you have sensitivity, that could be a plus or a minus for you. It could give you a little bit of redness, a little bit of burning, and I would just prefer for you to avoid it and use something that you're comfortable with. There are other lines will give you the same benefit from these products for sensitive skin. So following that, I go into my nightly skin regimen, and I use a few different products from the same company. That is this one, and this is called Ordinary. And I've been using their products for about just over a year. I started off with I think it was, I can't even remember, but it was like this like this. No, it was for pigmentation and dark spots, and that one was more of like an ointment kind of. It was an ointment shaped bottle, so I kind of think it was like an ointment, but it was more or less for helping with hyperpigmentation. So the first thing that I start off with is my Marine Hyaluronics, and this one basically helps to keep the moisture in the skin, and it reduces the moisture which is taken out. Sorry guys, not showing up on camera. Following that, I might go in with one of two products from them, and this is going to be either their lactic acid 10% plus HPA. So HA is hyaluronic acid, and what this does is that this one, it is a soft exfoliant which also massages the skin and causes for decrease in inflammation and sensitivity. I like this one a lot. I think I found that this one was very, very helpful. There's also a stronger one, but it doesn't come in Canada, so I couldn't get to try it. I wanted it so badly, and the month I left to go on holiday is the same month that they discontinued it in Canada. Another one that I use from them is their retinol 0.2% with squalene, and this one I actually really I'm not focused. This one I really found it to be not as strong as I wanted it to, because this is just the lowest percentage. I believe it comes in 0.2, 0.5, and 10%. And I was thinking to just start off at 2, but I should have started off at 5 because my skin is a little bit more stronger than a lot of people who have sensitivity. And also what I would follow up with, so after I put these two, and how I apply it is very simple. I put a couple drops in my palm, I rub it together, and I pat it into my skin, and I make sure that it is well saturated, but not too much where I'm using too much of the product. A lot of these are only meant for nighttime, especially the retinol and the lactic acid, just because it does work to bring back certain collagen and anything else and elasticity in the skin. So lastly, what I use is this one here, and that is their plant derivative, and this one is plant derived. I'm sorry, it does not want to pick up on camera for you, but what it does is that it reduces the ongoing process of aging. It also helps with the loss of hydration, and it also helps with elasticity of the skin. Following this plant derivative, if there's anything else that I would like to add to my skin right now as I think about it, it would be possibly like a mask. Maybe I might throw something on like this either right after my cleansing, right after my toning, and I would use a mask because this is something that actually sits into the skin and helps to keep it moisturized. And one mask I've been using recently is this one by Neutrogena, and this is their Hydra Boost in the hydrating 100% hydrating mask. And this one helps to give your skin moisture. It helps to revive your elasticity. It also helps to keep your skin looking younger for longer. If I was doing a morning routine, it would not be that much different. It would be a little bit similar. However, I would just skip out some of the retinol and the lactic acid, and I'll just go straight in for my moisturizer, which might most likely be my Cetaphil. And from Cetaphil, I would use my toner. And after toning, I would go straight into my Marine Hyaluronics. And from my Marine Hyaluronics, I might use just a regular moisturizer. And for my regular moisturizer, I will use my sunscreen. I use both of them. I'll put on this one first because it is a little bit heavier, and I like to put on this one because it gives you a very non-oily, greasy feel, which is something I really appreciate. So that's all for my video on how I get ready for bed. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions or any concerns, please comment down below and I'll get right back to you.